I've discovered this theory that it's an unknown theory of physics. Actually, it should be a fact. That if you have two cars and you have to drive to work, they both break down. And just to prove to you that I'm serious, I once owned a Ford Fairmont and the other car was a Renault Alliance, and I ended up driving the boss's car to work because they both broke down. So I like to get to where I can walk to work. And then the cars never break down. So when you walk into work, here are some things that happen. Like you're going along and you're chatting away with your girlfriend, and all of a sudden you see a police car come around the corner, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm walking. Or here's another funny one. You're walking along and a school bus stops with its lights, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm walking. I don't need to stop. You know, it's kind of funny. You don't think about those things until you're walking along and your mind is like so used to, whenever you're on a cell phone, putting it in your pocket quick and acting innocent. So anyways, another thing that's a lot of fun is when you're driving along and a police car pulls out behind you. Yeah, and you think, oh my goodness, what'd I do now? What'd I do now? And so you drive 1 mile an hour under the limit. Now we all know, we normally go about 4 miles over the limit, 4.5, you know, 5.5. Cop car pulls out behind you and it's like, whoa, 1 mile under the limit. And you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror thinking, what'd I do? Did I stop at that stop sign back then? Did I, wait a minute, there was a stop sign. Was there a stop sign at the intersection? And one instance once where a police car pulled out and pulled me over. And I wasn't doing anything wrong. And story goes, I had this, my first car was a 1965 Olds F85. I paid $550 for the car and $650 for my car insurance because I was like, 18. No, I was 17 in fact. And anyhow, I was dropping my brother off at his girlfriend's, and when I backed out of the driveway, I caught a telephone pole on my door. Didn't quite belong there, a little decoration in the door, you know. So I went to the junkyard, and the car was ivory white, you know, bright white. And I went to the junkyard, and they said, I'll pick out a door and stick it on for $25. So I picked out a door and stuck it on. The only door I could find that matched was metallic blue. Now another problem was the car had a lot of rust down at the bottom, so I was fixing that up and I put some red primer on it. I thought, hey, that looks neat. So I painted it bright red there at the bottom. So the bottom 6 inches or so was bright red. And I liked it so much that I painted a bright red racing stripe down the top. And so anyways, the cops pulled me over in this white car with a blue door and a red racing stripe down the middle. And he says, I'm like, what'd I do, officer? I didn't do anything wrong. What'd I do, officer? And he's like, well, we've had numerous complaints about a car matching this description. You must be mistaken, sir. I went out and bought about 6 cans of white spray paint, painted it all white. No more of that. So those are some stories about police cars following you. You'd think, what did I do wrong? Well, maybe they're trying to get even with you for all the times you didn't get caught. Anyways, that's all for now.